You are doing everything right. You are successful, you are disciplined, you are showing up for your career, your family, and your responsibilities, okay, honey? And yet, and yet, whoo, you are exhausted. You're exhausted. Not just, I need a nap tired, but a deep wired and tired exhaustion that sleep just does not fix. So you start asking yourself, is this just aging? Like, do I just need more coffee? Like, am I burning out? Listen, no, absolutely not. What if I told you this isn't a time problem? It's not even just a stress problem. It's an inflammation problem. Stay tuned. Listen, my name is Dr. Tashima Fair, and I work with high performing women over 40 all the time. And they all say the same thing: I shouldn't feel like this. Because on paper, right, your life works. Like me on the outside looking into your life, it's working. However, comma, your body is telling a different story. And if you ignore it, it doesn't stay just fatigue. No, it turns into weight gain, brain fog, hormone chaos, and eventually turns into chronic disease, right? Here's an idea. And here's the truth: most people aren't telling you, but Doc T is going to tell you. Your exhaustion is not from doing too much. It's from your body fighting too much, right? And that fight right there, honey, this is called chronic inflammation. And in your 40s, it hits differently, especially if you're over 40, over 45. And let's talk about why it hits you a lot worse in your 40s. Because in your 20s and your 30s, your body had a little bit of margin, all right? Like you could do some stuff in your 20s and your 40s that you couldn't do in your 20s and 30s that you couldn't do in your 40s. Like you could sleep 5 hours and be okay. You can eat whatever you want to or wanted to. You could push through stress and like you could still function, right? That cushion is gone. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. All right. It's gone. And let me tell you why it's gone. Because there are three major shifts that happen when you are over 40. Number one, hormonal changes, right? Your estrogen starts to fluctuate up and down, and eventually it declines. It starts declining. And estrogen is anti inflammatory. So when it drops, whoo, estrogen or inflammation rises when it drops. The second thing that happens is stress load accumulation, right? You're not just busy. No, 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 no. You are responsible. You got a career, you have family, you have aging parents, you have these leadership roles that you're in. It's a lot going on, and your nervous system is constantly on all the time. All the time. Right? The third thing is metabolic slowdown. Like your body becomes less efficient at handling things like sugar and overly processed food and poor sleep, right? That happens. So, and these things quietly fuels inflammation even more, right? So let me give you some signs, this stuff is happening right now. Okay. This is where most women sort of miss it. They miss the mark. They miss the mark, but I'm going to help you out. Inflammation doesn't show up like a diagnosis. No, it's not a diagnosis. It shows up like constant fatigue. Like even after you've had sufficient rest. It shows up as brain fog. It shows up as stubborn weight gain, especially around the midsection. It shows up as poor sleep. It shows up as irritability or mood swings. You have sugar cravings. You're feeling puffy and inflamed, or you feel inflamed. And here's the problem: you normalize it. hmm You're saying stuff like, "Oh, this is just what happens in your 40s." That's what you're saying. But no, it's what happens when inflammation gets unchecked in your 40s. Okay? So, why are the high achieving women getting hit the hardest? Maybe that's a question you're asking, and I'm so glad you asked that question. So, let me be crystal clear here. Your success is a part of the problem, right? Because high performing women are super, super, super driven. They're very, very disciplined. They're used to pushing through all the time, no matter what. So, what do? Right? You override your body's signals. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the stuff that you do, you're doing things like you're drinking more caffeine, you're sleeping less, you're pushing harder, you're ignoring the warning signs of inflammation. And that works until it doesn't work anymore. Because inflammation doesn't respond to willpower. No, ma'am. It responds to biology. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What what do you need to change? Maybe that's what you're asking at this point. And this is where most advice goes just wrong. Just throw that advice out the window. Like, just throw it out the window because it's wrong. You don't need to work out harder. No, you don't need to eat less. You don't need to be more disciplined. You're more disciplined than anybody in the world. Okay? That's what got you here, where you are right now. Now, what you actually get to do is number one, you can write this down, reduce inflammatory triggers. Things like ultra processed foods, blood sugar spikes, chronic stress, those things. Number two, support your hormones. Your body isn't broken at all. It's adapting. All right. But it just needs support, not punishment, right? The third thing you get to do is recover strategically. Recovery is no longer optional at this point in the game, it is required. What does that mean to you? Well, that means that better sleep quality. You get to have better sleep. You get to regulate your nervous system. All right. You get to work out smarter, not harder. All right. Now, this is part one in this 4-part series. This is just part one. Because if you don't understand inflammation and what it does and how it is, you'll keep trying to solve this in the wrong way, and I'd say in the worst way. And nothing will change for you. But I got you. So In the next video, this is what we're going to do. We're going to dive deeper into the hidden signs your body is inflamed. And these are signs that most doctors miss. So be sure you are subscribed to this channel. And if this hits you, draw tired in the comments. So comment on this video, like this video. And I want to know that I'm not the only one that's seeing this. In the meantime, in between time, stay healthy, stay vibrant, and stay unconventional. I will see you in the next video. Peace.